15, cuts it to 10, running to the 5, to the pylon, touchdown, Tavon Austin. Stop the presses. The Cowboys have scored a first quarter touchdown. And they're going to give it to Elliott, coming left, pounding at the goal line, touchdown Elliott. Take that. That one counts.
It was a rough week 7 for the Eagles, and things don't get any easier for them this week. They head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. And with more on this matchup, here's our very own Mike Garafolo.
Thank you, Kay. Well, here in Philly, we're at a pivotal point in the Eagles season. Again, this kind of feels like it was a couple of weeks ago when they went up to Green Bay on a Thursday night and won a game that they absolutely had to win. That's what it feels like heading into Sunday against the Bills. The Eagles at 3-4, the Bills at 5-1. And you can poke holes in the Bills' schedule all you want. The fact of the matter is they're winning football games and doing a lot of good things on both sides of the football. So the Eagles know they have to tighten things up, particularly on offense. Now, they haven't been able to hit the big play. Their running game hasn't really gotten going. So Doug Peterson talking to his offense and saying the positives to them, which is that he feels like they're not that far away from hitting some big plays, maybe a block here or a cut by the running back here or a better pass or catch on the other end. So that's one of the positives. The other is that they were 3-4 at this point last year and were able to right the ship, get into the playoffs, almost made the NFC Championship game. Bad news is they're just not doing those things right now. They're not executing, and they are extremely banged up on the defense from the front to the back. So the Eagles hope they can somehow get it together and get that season-saving victory, kind of like they did in Green Bay. Okay?
Huge game, hostile territory. Cannot wait for Week 8 to kick off tonight between the Redskins and the Vikings. Thank you so much, Garafolo. Back to these Eagles. They definitely need to up their game Sunday against the Bills. Here's a question brought to you truly by Oikos. Who needs to fuel their hustle this week? Oikos 000 style. Sean, who you got?
Yeah, everybody needs a little bit of fuel in their tank, right? Fuel their hustle. Well, all offseason, what did we do? We fueled the hype machine for the Cleveland Browns. So I'm talking right now to Baker Mayfield. You need to fuel your hustle right now because guess what? We heard this offseason OBJ talking about how we want to build a dynasty. We want to be like the Patriots. Well, guess what? You guys get to play the Patriots now. All right, fuel your hustle because you're playing the best defense in the league right now that has 18 interceptions. You know how many interceptions Baker Mayfield has this year? 11. Through 14 all last year. 11. He's thrown an interception in every single game this year. So, Baker, listen, man, we want to see a great game. Take care of the football. You got your chance right now in front of you to hustle up, go out there, maybe get a win. Even if you don't come home with the win, you get a chance to show up and find a way to...
What do you mean? You got to go win.
You got to get the win. I'm saying, but he hasn't played very well. He's being reckless with the football. So this is a great chance for him to go up against the best. It's a great barometer.
In Foxborough, huh?
In Foxborough, which another young quarterback. They've been eating them.
He has a $90 million wide receiver that he should feed the ball to. Odell Beckham Jr. was asked about this matchup in preparation of his game against the Patriots this week. Take a look.
Going against Bill Belichick, this is, somebody who I have much respect for. Probably talked to him before and after the game. He tells me the same thing every time. He's like, I hope you enjoy the day because it's not going to be much for you.
Well, he actually only played the Patriots once in his career. It was back in 2015. The Giants lost the game by just 1 point. It was 27-26. But he had 4 catches for over 100 yards and a beautiful, remember this, 87-yard touchdown grab. They got rid of a lot of pieces to bring you in. This is why you're paid the big bucks. And he's averaging a career low. He only has 1 touchdown this season, all the way back in week 2, I believe, against the Jets. This is one of those games where you put it on your back. You're saying, I'm the guy. I'm going to make game-breaking play after game-breaking play. And it's not going to be easy. And you're going to have to eat a truckload of Oikos 000 because you're going to be dancing with Stephon Gilmore all day. I cannot wait to watch that matchup.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear about Gilmore, how good he is, how good you're Odell Beckham. You're one of the most blessed receivers we've ever seen in this league. Go make some plays.
I'm going to try to take him out of the game immediately.
Do something about it.
Do something.
Fuel your hustle. I want to talk to Bears head coach Matt Nagy.
Let's have it.
Because the torches were out at Hallis Hall this week. The media descended, and Matt Nagy has a slogan that he has on his play card every single week. And he's a lot of slogans, but his biggest slogan, it says it right there, be you. That's his thing. And he's hearing it this week. Give up play calling. Why don't you run the ball more? Trubisky needs to run the ball more. Play Chase. Trade for Cam Newton. Be you. And what I would say to Matt Nagy is, it doesn't say on that card, be the Sun-Times, be Twitter, be Carmen Yurko, be Waddle and Sylvie, be Big Cat, be Brandt. It says be you, and everything Matt Nagy has ever done has gotten him to the place that he's in. Guys, do you know the Bears' record is 3-3? Do you know what it was last year after 6 games? It was 3-3. And they ripped off a bunch of wins in a row, and they won the North. And I will tell you this, if you want a little motivation for Matt Nagy, look at what Mitch Trubisky did a year ago at Soldier Field against the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Guys, Trubisky cooked them. 333 yards, 3 total touchdowns. This is the defense that went to shut down McVay, that has now flipped the page and maybe the best defense we've ever seen. And Nagy decided to be him that day. Went up and down the field. They lost the game, but man, did they look good on offense. Don't forget this. Matt Nagy, be you. Peter, be you right now.
Ironically, it was Cordero Patterson who returned a kick.
Kick return.
And broke their heart, and now he's on their team.
If not for that kick return, they beat the Patriots. Now they got that guy. You can turn this whole thing around. 3-3, just like last year. Better personnel, more experience. Everybody has the torches out. Blow them out and be you. Go for it.
Does this feel like an elimination game to you, even though they had the same record going into Week 8 last year?
The
I think both
difference
sides.
is, yeah,
It's an elimination.
the offense looks terrible, and the NFC North is way better. So, yes, it feels like a home playoff game. They got to have it against the Chargers.
Yeah, and who they playing? The Chargers. No team in NFL history since 1990 has made the playoffs after starting 2-6. None. There's never been one.
Never happened.
Chargers are 2-5. They lost in a crazy fashion on Sunday. If you missed it, there were multiple chances at the goal line. They thought they were in twice, and then the final attempt in, there was a fumble, and they lose. They followed 1 yard short from being 3-4 as opposed to 2-5. And I thought Anthony Lynn's soundbite afterwards was both heart-wrenching but also inspiring. Take a listen to Coach Lynn on the podium after the game.
If you don't get 1 yard, you don't deserve to win the damn game. And that's just the way it is. I mean, we had 1 yard to win this game, and we let it slip out of our hands. So, I mean, I'm lost for words right now. Just the emotions in the locker room. I mean, this is the type of game, like I told our players, that 1 yard can bring us together or it can tear us apart.
So look in the mirror, Chargers. Here we go. 2-5. No team has ever made the playoffs after starting 2-6. The entire LA Chargers team, coaching staff, and organization. Fuel your hustle. Big one against the Bears. We heard what's at stake for Chicago and Matt Nagy and Mitch Trubisky. I think with the Chargers moving into a new stadium next year, with Rivers' contract actually being up at the end, there's so much going on right now with the LA Chargers. Go out and win this game. Turn this season around, and there's no better man to lead them than that guy. Anthony Lynn is a heck of a coach. Probably could have won Coach of the Year if your boy Nagy didn't do it last year. Let's see what Lynn's got for everyone in store. I think the Chargers have a lot of heart in that room. I want to see if they could fuel their hustle and get a victory this weekend.
I love it. Those two teams facing each other. The team we're talking about facing the Patriots, who welcomed the Browns to town. We've got lots of other storylines.
It's a lot of oikos right there.
Yeah, but you mentioned Triggs, there's a lot going on with the Chargers. There's a lot going on probably in your phone right now because of the trade deadline.
Let's go.
We're rapidly approaching October